Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It's your boy Q, and welcome to MTG Live. Can y'all hear me? Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Good morning, Mo. It's good to see you this morning. And
On
listen,
time.
and you're on time, Mo. You were smiling so pretty.
Anyway,
Good morning to you, everybody. And what's up, everybody? Again, this is your boy Q. I got my crew on with me. My boy Hendrix is on. My girl Mo is on. Y'all, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday from Dallas, Texas on this morning. What's going on, people? How y'all doing this morning?
well, it's cold where we are, but but somebody else probably looking at waves, sand, beach. It's 37 degrees here.
You know what, Mo? And guess what? And with the waves and stuff crashing, he's not even in a nanatorium either.
No, no, and 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 it's 37 degrees. I got the heat on. I got the fireplace going, and I got my socks on. But
See?
no,
But I got
someone
on a
else is.
long I got on a long sleeve t-shirt because I left the AC on.
Oh, you hear that, Mo? You hear that
Nah,
BS?
I ain't listening to that. I ain't listening to that just because he get to open up his. I open up my window. I get cold leaves, dirt, stuff coming through. He open his window. He gets to hear the ocean.
Mm-mm. And
Everybody ain't able.
see him back at mama's house, or whatever.
Oh, so she
Um,
cooking? Did she cook?
no, that's gonna be later on this evening. No, we getting ready to, do what we have to do today. But back here in the back of the house or whatever, we need the furnace on.
Mm.
And guess who forgot to turn the furnace on? Yours truly. So I woke up like a popsicle this morning.
Ooh. All you got to
Mm-mm.
do is go to the kitchen and turn on the oven.
Well, I went ahead and plugged up the portable fireplace back here, and trust me, I'll be a piece of toast in about 5 minutes.
Don't you love those?
I
Oh
love
my
it, Mo.
gosh! And I
You
got
know,
one got wheels on it, and so I just take it from room to room to room.
Okay.
I remember those little gas ones that were brown,
Oh yeah,
and you only needed like two of them in the house. Those
yeah,
two things heat the whole
yeah.
house
Yeah.
and had you
Mhm.
toast. I miss those days. Those, my grandmothers had one of those
Yeah.
in their houses, and I just miss those. Those were, yeah.
Yeah, but your grandmother's house is also 83 degrees year
Mo,
round.
No,
Mo,
no,
you ain't never
no. They
lying,
had
Mo.
AC. Both of my grandmothers had AC in their houses. They didn't play that. They
Oh,
made sure it was 70.
see, you good. You good. When you come in my grandma's house, you taking off your hat, your gloves, everything.
Oh, you
All
talking about in the wintertime?
winter
Oh, okay.
in the winter. Yeah,
Oh yeah. In the wintertime. Oh yeah, it'd be about 83 to 85 in there.
yeah,
That's what's up.
cause
Yeah.
they just cold or something. But anyway, y'all, it's you're looking good. Q, why do you have? So it snowed 2 inches in Houston, and it wasn't even enough to make a snowman. And y'all went out there and took pictures, didn't you? You just took pictures. You got a profile picture up of you and the snow.
Mo, we actually Houston received, well, in my area, I know, with the ruler that I use outside,
He
it
used to.
was 7 inches. It was 7 inches in some places, and it was 9 in others.
Oh, well,
And
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not an intellectual like Reggie, and I have no understanding of science. But I do know two things after having Reggie on the show.
what happened? Did she? Did Mo just went black?
Yeah, I thought it was me, honestly.
But obviously, I was about to say, now I sure hope we're not having a technical issue.
Yeah. So she was talking something about science and me being on the show, and she had a question, but apparently Mo has disappeared. So I don't know what that's about.
Well, bro, real quick. Now you stated, let's smash the gas real quick, bro. Now you stated that you had something you want to mash the gas on, or whatever. And let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I'll start with you since Mo is getting her act together. I'm just gonna pull her off real quick while she get it fixed. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all see my handsome face in just a moment. So please, I mean, don't worry, I'm coming. I'll be on in just a minute. All right, I'm gonna show you some chocolate butter in just a minute. But so, bro,
So,
what you got the magic gas on this morning?
so as y'all know, we've been doing this little series about what men want, right? And it's to this series was basically Mo's idea to help the single females out there attract a man of the quality and caliber that they want. Now, as men who meets these requirements, um, our delivery may be a little brash. However, we've gotten some messages, and we appreciate the feedback, love the feedback. But I'm gonna tell you, you females out there, this, and I'm not calling you ladies, I'm calling you females, particular, and it's intentional. Um, you can agree with what I say, but then you don't like how I said it. I
Mm.
really don't give a damn. The truth is the truth. 1 plus 1 is always gonna be equal to. Now you may not like it, but it doesn't change the fact. Now,
Cool.
some people said I was too real. Um, have you ever watched the show? It says it right in the introduction. Raw talk that'll leave you well done.
That's what we
At what
say.
point, did you think we was ever gonna filter anything that came out of our mouth? Now, I will acknowledge that we have been on a little sabbatical from using sentence enhancer and spicy language. However, um, that's about it. The rest of the show is going to be us exactly how we are with truthful, honest answers. And this is your problem. You the problem. This is why you single. This is why you can't find nobody. And the dudes you do find, they ain't about nothing. Cause it's you. You choosing to lay down with them and not understanding that as a female, your choices in life follow you. Let's just call them hoe facts, if you will. Your,
Dang, bro.
your hoe facts follow you around. Um, Now you got multiple kids by multiple baby daddies. That's a huge ding on your hoe facts report. However, if you've been married and you got multiple kids and they all got the same daddy, that's equivalent to another woman that's never been married with just one kid. I need y'all to understand how this works. And ladies and females, understand one more thing. All men have preferences, and just because you don't qualify, he is not the problem. Because you got to think about how many guys you turned off because they was too short, they were too dark, they were too light, they were overweight. You got to remember these physical traits that you have dismissed men for. And as you get older, your stock value goes down. As a guy gets older, his stock value increases. So that's it. I'm gonna get off my soapbox and I'm gonna let you have it. But I had to get that off my chest this morning, sir, because it was irritating my spirit.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna say something too as well. When it comes to that, um, I just want to tell some of you guys that's giving me your feedback and stuff like that. That number one, you can always email us at mashgas@gmail.com. You can definitely do that and share your opinions like some of you do. But let me tell y'all, some of my friends that listen to the show, watch the show, and all that good stuff. For example. Stop asking me questions like, but what did Reggie mean when he said? Or what did Mo mean when what she said? I'm not Reggie nor Mo. Why
I'm gonna
don't you
tell you
ask
right
them?
now. For me, I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. So if you have a question, rewind the show, go back and watch it again, and that's what I said, and that's what I meant. It's that easy for me. I don't hold no punches. I don't talk in code. I don't say one thing and mean another. That's things that you females do. I ain't got time for that.
I mean, yeah, we don't have time for subliminals.
Yeah.
Just we just just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna say what we want to say, and say how we say it and how we feel at the time. And I just want you to understand that we've been doing this in August. It'd be 9 years, bro, almost a decade. And I'm thinking like, why do people? And it's not even just pertaining to just this particular show and series that we're doing. What do men really want? It's every time. Well, what did Reggie mean by this? What did Mo mean by that? God damn it, I don't know what the hell they meant. All you got to do is just go back and look at the show. And then if you have any questions, the next time you see us, throw it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Better
just
yet, you can email us at mastergas@gmail.com. Ask the question. Because here's the thing. Your listening skills, no, I'm a back up. Everybody that's asking these questions, what do we mean by whatever? I guarantee you, they watch TV with the subtitles on.
hmm
You
exactly.
watch TV, if you watch TV with the subtitles on, I'm gonna need you to just go back and rewatch the show again. Listen to it, go back and listen to it, rewatch it. Because I meant what I said and I said what I meant. It's that easy. It's not, I don't play subliminal games. I don't do hints. I'm blunt and straightforward. So it is what it is.
I hear you, bro. So real quick, um, tell me so far, what since we've been talking about what do men really want? How has the series been for you so far? It has it been a liberating experience? Has it been something that you feel like's maybe been helpful, to yourself, as well as other guys? That's actually, since we are now on part three.
Well, my feedback that I've gotten from the gentlemen and even the females is that I've been told that I'm being too nice.
You being too nice?
Yeah. Because and this and I will explain this. These comments are coming from close family members and friends that have known me for 30 plus years. Um, they know how I feel about certain subjects. And I was like, well, we have to moderate our verbiage. You know, gotta reduce the sentence enhancers and the spicy adjectives to go in our sentences. So I'm trying to do that and still get across my point. Um, now, this is one thing that my mom told me that
Okay.
is really interesting. And she asked this question. She was like, all of these females that coming out here with this list of their requirements for a guy, ask them one question. If you cannot single out 5 guys in your life that meet all those requirements that are not trying to get in your pants, then you got unrealistic expectations.
Oh, oh,
That's
that's
coming
wisdom
from
right there,
a
bro. For
woman.
real. That's some
She said
wisdom right
you
there.
yeah, she's like, if you cannot point to 5 guys in your life that meet all the criteria that are not trying to get in your pants, you have unrealistic expectations because you do not know what it's like to be around men of such caliber. You do not know that men like this exist. You do not know what it's like to have a man in your life such as this. You're living in a fantasy and a fairy tale. You're delusional. This coming from a woman.
You know what, bro? For real, for real. I so agree with your mom on that, bro. It's kind of like what is it? When you go and you want to jump out of a plane for the first time, and
Okay.
it's kind what that is called no, I was say bungee jumping.
Skydiving.
Skydiving. If you never
Mm-hmm.
skydived before, there is no way in hell you can tell me how it feels to skydive. If you've never done anything of that nature, then there's no way you can give anybody advice on how to breathe while you're falling down 10,000 feet, or what position you need to be in when you're falling 10,000 feet, how your hands and your feet supposed to be, and all of that good stuff. And I think that honestly, a lot of women are in fairy tale land when it comes to the man that they want to be. Listen, now I understand, growing up, especially for some of us, in our 40s, late 30s, 40s, and stuff like that. You've been watching Dynasty and shit too much. You've been watching All My Children and Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful, and you think that romance is, bubbles and
Now
champagne glasses. It's not like that. When
they've
you
been watching Real Housewives. That's what they've been watching.
Oh no. Ooh, bad example, bro.
No,
That
but that's really what they be watching. This is why I don't watch reality TV. They be
one.
watching Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives, and they think that's how life's supposed to be. No, it's not. It is not like that. And you living in La La Land.
La La Land and don't have their ghetto money. Let me say,
Mhm.
yeah, seriously. Living in La La Land and don't have no ghetto money. That is just crazy. It just really one thing that I come let me tell you, my mom actually caught it too. And let me tell you what my mama said, bro. Cause my mom, I just sat there. My mom said, "So you mean to tell me that there are women out here that got a whole list of criteria for the men or husbands that they want?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "Mama, they run down the line, tell me what they hate. Well, he has to have this, he has to have that, he has to be this height, he needs to be this color." And we ain't even talked about, being color struck. Or we ain't
Mhm.
even went there. And she was like, you know, back in the day, all we were looking for were gentlemen. I say, what? Say it again, Baba. She said we were looking for gentlemen.
Mhm.
And see, some of y'all, if you driving down the street and it's time to put some gas in your car, and your man sitting in the car while you out in 37-degree weather trying to pump some gas, and he's sitting in the car talking about, you know, it's cold outside, and you pumping the gas, something wrong with you. Something's
Mhm.
wrong with you. We don't, a lot of women, y'all think that a man is supposed to just, automatically do a lot of stuff that you want him to do when, you haven't even sought out a gentleman at all.
And
You ain't even look for one. Don't even know how to
this is
find one.
this is what I gotta say on that. If if you expect us to just know what to do, then you should just know what to do to please us and make us happy. You should just know. We shouldn't have to communicate it. But you don't
Hmm.
want to talk. You don't talk to me. You don't open up. If women's intuition was so damn good, it would notify you of more than when a man you think your man is cheating on
But it's funny that you say that, because it seems like that's the only time that a woman's intuition kicks in is
you.
when she thinks something is wrong. And I can't remember the comedian that said this, but I'm so in agreement with him when he said it. He said, if you want to keep your woman happy at home, he said, always give her something to worry about. Because if everything is okay, then her antenna's gonna go up. So I always give her the insinuation that something is going on.
Mm.
I have to agree with that, bro. I mean, as crazy as that sound, it just really, really, if you think about it, when is your woman the most happiest? Is when she think that something is going on and you have to prove it to her that it's not.
See, women cannot understand. No, I'm gonna take that back. Females cannot understand being at peace and doing nothing. They always have to have some turmoil, some chaos, something that they don't know how to be still. And this is their problem. They don't know how to be still. And this is why some of them create drama and nonsense in their life because they need that to survive. It's like a drug for them. It's like a
Bro,
drug.
some people really honestly are addicted to calamity. They
Mm-hmm.
are addicted to drama. It always got to be something going on. If there's something that's not going on, then it's too perfect. It's too okay. You always have to have an ulterior motive. You always have to have something up your sleeve when things are okay. Ladies, listen. One of the main things that a man want when he come home from working or he comes home, and he see you, he want peace of mind. That's the
Mm-hmm.
main thing when you walk in the house because that's the only way he'll be able to share with you whatever is going on with him and be vulnerable. But see, y'all want to argue. Why you ain't hugged me when you came through the door? I thought something was wrong with you. No, baby, nothing wrong. Can I have a little space for a second? Take the time to even get to know the person that you with. And I listen, bro. I ran across a couple or whatever, quote unquote, been together, quote unquote, they say maybe about 10 years or something like that. And she couldn't even tell me his favorite color. Now, don't get me wrong, Reggie. I like color. I love color. I think I'm a little bit more flashy out of the two of us. And I love color. To the point I color my hair if I feel like it. But the thing is that like over the years, yeah, my color palette may change, but my standard color that I like, that's not gonna change. If I can go there right now and type on my mama's, mom, what's my favorite color? She gonna tell you green.
Yeah.
That's what she gonna tell you.
Yeah.
And so I just don't get that. Women just need to figure out a way to learn how to listen for information and for knowledge and for wisdom and not listen to respond.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is just crazy to me. I just don't get that. Well, boy, I just gotta figure out what happened. The hell happened to Mo.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder did her phone die?
Them people with the iPhones, they be letting their phone skate on like 20% forever. They don't ever fully charge their phone. And before anybody gets started, I'm one of the people that carries both an Android and an iPhone. So I talk about you bad. Because I have a bad habit of not putting my iPhone on the charger because I barely use that motherfucker.
Exactly. I'm gonna send her a text and find out what's going on with her. Wait a minute, or did she text? Okay. Somebody asked me why am I not on camera? I'm not on camera at this moment because I am in the process of ironing some clothes and I'm getting myself together because we are on a little earlier than normal and I have to move around. So that's why I am not on camera at this moment. So just be okay with the Barry
Tell the
White.
truth, Q. Q was out hoeing all last night and he just got home. He ain't camera ready. He was out being a slut puppy. So he ain't camera ready just yet.
Nah, not just yet, bro. I got home a little late last night, and
Late
and
last night, you mean early this morning? I'm
by
sorry, Q. I
by
was
by
fucking with you, dude.
by 4:30, 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Somebody asked for the sleeper, and she got the sleeper. And I'm the women while she enjoying a nice good rest or whatever. Because actually, I would have went ahead and I would have stayed like she wanted me to. But what happens is that I was like, nah, I got the show in the morning. I got to go because if I lay up in here and lay under you all night long, I ain't gonna get up. So. So I'm sure she's enjoying some wonderful sleep, and I'm sure she gonna take a look at this show, and she gonna grill me, talking about why you talking about what you did? I'm gonna say, well, Reggie brought it up. You didn't see him.
Blame the black guy. Got it. Got it. Blame the black guy.
Man, bro. So yeah, so Q will be on camera in just a little bit. Y'all just give me a moment of six. I'll be on camera. I'm trying to get myself presentable for the day. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? Another thing, bro, I said this and we talked about this in our meeting. So, ladies, listen. Don't worry. We got y'all covered too. We talking about what do men really want. Our next series, I think we're gonna start here. Y'all, I'm not gonna say next month or whatever, but we really hadn't decided the date. But we're gonna actually start a series, and it's gonna actually be, what do women really want?
And I would find it curious how many of these things that universally they can agree on.
I'm curious to see too, bro, because I'm gonna be honest. I just think that a lot of women they got their head in the clouds.
Yeah.
That
And
is,
then
I
they
mean,
talk about, and this is the thing that, this is another piece of advice got from a woman. And it sounds harsh, but it's reality. Um, Women sleep with who they want to and marry who they can. Men
hmm
men sleep with who they can, but they marry who they want to. So if you was really the prize, you'd be able to do what you want to do. You need to think about that.
bro. You know what? I got some questions too, bro. And I want you definitely to remember that, and I want to hear what some ladies have to say about that comment.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
really
I'm
interested.
pretty sure there's some feedback, and it's talking about I don't want to settle. You think? Do you really think that men are not settling? Because
Oh,
let's be real, who want to raise somebody else's kids and be responsible financially for them?
you know what question I want to ask so bad? From some women is, you know, how do you value yourself?
Mm.
How do you value yourself? Do you think your value increases over time, or do you think your value, actually diminishes over time? You know,
They
I
know it diminishes. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. They realistically they know it diminishes. This is why if they see a guy their age with a younger woman, they got a problem with it. But when they were that younger woman getting an older guy that had financial stability, can do everything they wanted, they enjoyed it. But when they get older, they look at them, the younger ladies, and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he with you." But you used to do it, so what's the problem?
mm,
You's an old hoe now. Your time is past. Get over it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's
wow.
me being harsh with the delivery again. But it's
Well,
the truth. So
I just want to know, like don't get me wrong. I said it last week on the show. I think that I said single women, and I probably should rephrase that. I think that some women overvalue themselves. Don't get me wrong. We're not talking about your beauty. We're not talking about even your intellect. We're not even talking about you physically, when it comes to that. But what I'm talking about is the fact that you give your best parts to a man, to a dog, to somebody that you know is a little boy in a man's body, because we do have them out here, bro. We know that, because fellas don't, just because we talking about what men really want, we know that it's some fellas out here that's gonna watch this that's little boys, and they ain't gonna
mhm.
understand. You know what I'm saying? And but don't be in a position where you think that you don't gave a man your best parts. You done had children by this man, which is really honestly the most magnificent thing you can give a man is his child. And you done your emotions and shit done been ran through and all kind of stuff, and then you say, if somebody asks you, well, what do you value yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? You have the audacity to say 10, but you got 5 kids by 3 different niggas. I'm sorry, 3 different men. My bad. We got to Mo want us to pull back on the language.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to feel. I'm trying to understand and feel. What
Yeah.
y'all feel like y'all need to overvalue yourself like that. Okay, Mo.
And,
Okay, Mo. You got to fix your camera if I bring you on, baby. I can't see you.
and then here's the thing that really gets me is that they think the stuff that really matters to us, they think it don't matter. No, the little stuff to us is a big deal. It may be little to you, but it's a huge deal to us. And not realizing that simple things can make a man happy. You ain't really got most men, it don't take much to make most men happy. It don't. It really don't.
Okay, Miss Montgomery, let me read your comment, boo. She says, y'all talking about reality TV. I've been watching reality TV, all right. The real couples in my family with aunts and uncles and cousins and the elders at church and work. I just think I just think what I want is extinct.
Mm,
Okay, well, let me ask you, Miss Montgomery, what do you want?
mhm.
I mean, let's do it like that. I mean, now you brought it up, and
Maybe she should be one of the people we have on the show about what women want.
I absolutely agree. We get her and we get Cassie on here.
Hmm.
We'll get April on here. I see if I can get Arbor on here.
Yeah.
Let's just get these women on here and see what y'all really want because you know
Now,
y'all.
and this is what I'm gonna challenge them to: a definitive list of 10 things, max 10 things that y'all can all agree on.
Wow,
That's
wow,
it. 10. You get 10 that you all have to all agree on and use it as a standardized list. Let's see, because I guarantee you, guys can sit down. You can get a mix of guys together, and we can sit down and come with this list probably like 30 minutes.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have a list in 30 minutes that we like. Yep. That works. That works. Well, our disagreement would probably be, well, I think this should probably go at 1, and this should go at 6. But I agree with both of them. But this will go at 10, and this will go at 4 for me. But the 10 things will be there. The difference will be the order of importance. I think that would
Mm,
be our biggest disagreement. But if we just had to give 10 things, not ranking them in any particular order, oh, that's a 30-minute conversation. Easy peasy.
okay, Mo, you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Give me a thumbs up. You're not ready yet? Okay, thumbs down. Okay, so Mo is not ready yet. She's trying to get her stuff together. Real quick, bro. Since we talking about what do men really want, I'm just gonna do a recap of what we did. So, episode one, we talked about three core values, or whatever that a man would want. We talked about some core values. Y'all go and check them out. My boy Hendrix, he talked about respect in a very elaborate way. And myself, I talked about loyalty, and my boy Ernie, he was on it. He talked about stick to itiveness, compassion, and communication. We talked about that. In episode number two, Mo asked us some difficult questions. Well, really they weren't difficult, but according to some ladies, Mo's questions they feel like was too difficult. I just don't believe that. I think we answered them with grace, and I think we also answered them with a very huge dose of honesty.
Yeah. Now, again, they may not like the answers, but the answers are the truth. Just because you don't like it, don't mean it's not true.
That's right. That's right.
I don't like the fact that, you know, I can't go skiing in 80-degree weather. But reality is that usually to go skiing, you got to get in sub-zero temperature. That's reality. I don't like it, but that's reality. So if I
Exactly.
want to go skiing and snowboarding, I got to deal with them sub-zero temperatures. That's just reality. It's not
Exactly,
going to be
bro.
85 degrees, and I'm going to be able to go skiing. That just ain't going to happen.
Exactly, bro. And so again, I know on next week, I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, but bro, we need to also cover a couple of things, bro. We need to talk about what do men really want when it comes to intimacy. We have not touched that. We have not touched it because as guys, we have different ideas of intimacy. Pretty much, I think all of ours is pretty much the same. To be honest with you, now maybe I mean, I shouldn't be speaking for everybody. Maybe I should keep it kind of general.
Yeah,
But there are different things as it relates to intimacy. That we have not discussed, and it's been asked when are we going to talk about intimacy. So I think we need to throw that in the conversation. We're gonna have
yeah,
to
no,
definitely throw that in the
but I
conversation.
think before we do that, I think we need to have a clear definition of what just because you're being intimate does not mean you're being sexual.
Exactly. Exactly. Say
So
that again, bro.
when
You
you
gotta say that
ask it,
again.
yeah, intimacy does not necessarily mean sexual. So when you ask this question about being intimate with a man, you have to understand that intimacy for most men is not is not necessarily sexual. Now, if you want us to talk about what do we want sexually, you need to say that because again, we're direct and blunt and to the point. We don't do hints and conversations. So if your verbiage in the request was, "What do men want? What do men want as far as intimacy goes?" That's not sex. So if you want sex, you got to say that, not intimacy, because they're two different things. But the
Exactly.
question was asked about intimacy. So we will ask to answer the question about intimacy, not sex. But again,
Exactly.
you did it. You asked the question. You will get these answers.
Exactly. Okay, Miss Montgomery, she said, I'm a little traditional, so I agree with your mom, Q, and Reggie's mother.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and this is the crazy part for the females out there that don't understand. When I challenge you to get 5 guys around you, not trying to get in your pants that exhibit all the traits you want, I didn't say it just for you. Because on the flip side, guys, if you can't find 5 women that exhibit the traits that you want in a wife around you, it still holds true. Now, for me, I can go to people that I consider my immediate family. I can find you 15 women that exhibit the traits that I want as for a wife, and they're related to me because
Right.
I know what I want. I know what I've seen. I know what these women are. I know how they operate. I know how they take care of home. I know how they take care of their husband. I know how they take care of their kids. I've seen them go out and still have successful careers. I've seen them be mothers and grandmothers and, step in, to be nurses and healthcare workers when their job was something completely different. That's what I want. And if you're not providing that, then I got a problem. Hello, Kanisha. How you doing?
Hey sis, what's going on? Good morning to you. And why you on, sis? You a woman. You married. You and my bro Jonathan. Y'all been married for a minute. I think over 10 years. Can you tell me at this time? When you were single and things like that, what did you really think? That your man wanted. Y'all been together so long, longer than 10 years. I think. Y'all been together so long. How do y'all communicate when it comes to distinguishing what your man actually really wants? Drop your comment there now because I want to hear this. I definitely want to hear that. I want to know. I should have had my bro come on or whatever. Like I said, they've been married for a long time. I actually did their vow renewal.
Mm,
And so I know that they love each other. You can see it in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? When Richard, that's just kind of one thing that I'm gonna say that maybe I miss a little bit by being in a relationship is the connection piece of it. You know what I'm saying? When you can look at your person and be like, God damn, it's I missed stuff like that, but nowadays, y'all don't want no connection other than when we in between y'all legs and y'all looking us in the eyes, and we asking you, do you like that? I'm just saying.
you know what?
I'm just
And this is,
saying.
I mean, you're telling the truth, but this is what I find so interesting is that when you females have all these questions, and when you get the answers, you ignore it because it doesn't sound like you want. It's not delivered like you want. It's not um it's not packaged the way you want it to be packaged. And you completely miss it because of what's going on on the external versus listening and actually absorbing it and listening to understand versus listening to respond. And that's part of y'all biggest problem. Y'all say men don't communicate. Men communicate very well. We just don't need a lot of fluff.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, sis says when it comes to communicating with my husband, I have learned his side of the whole picture. Hmm.
Mm.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, Mo, my bad. I'm sorry, Mo. I was ironing my clothes, and I'm almost done because my mama just came in here, and I think she wants this iron. But Let's see, Kanisha, you also said actually understand what a man faces on a day to day experience. No, I'm not a man, but his feelings mean the world to me because why should he fight the world then fight at home? Wow.
Get that woman a
Wow.
what happened,
Wow.
Mo?
Absolutely. Mo, okay, what the hell? Hold on, bro. Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute.
My thumb done broke in a position.
What did you say, Mo?
He said, "Give him a thumbs up." My thumb been broke in a position. I've been waiting. He don't love me.
Mm.
I love you, Mo. I love you, Mo. I
So
really do.
you know what? And this is okay. So I've been listening, but Miss Montgomery, let me tell you why you haven't found the one for you. Because he is at the house and ain't coming out. A lot of people now have, you've heard that term quietly quitting, like
Mm.
in corporate America. A lot of people are quietly quitting the dating race, the expectations. They're just in the house. Like I got a girlfriend who really wants to have a relationship with someone, and she said they gonna have to come and knock on my door. I said that's not gonna happen. But Miss Montgomery, what I'd like for you to do, and I was thinking about this, I think we should all get together, females, women who, with women who supposedly who are in relationships, who are married, etc., with women who want to be, just so, not necessarily like an exit interview, but just like let's refocus, let's find out what you need, what you want, and the best way to find someone, or to find someone who's compatible with your same social mores and norms, is friends and family. Like I got 7 great women for Reggie. I got tall ones, short ones, fat ones, dark ones, light ones, rich ones, poor ones, and he just ain't listening. They're
I
all smart. They're all smart girls. I got some with children, without children. I got some with freckles. Got one with red hair, and it's all hers. I got somebody who is. I got the people with the passports. I got the people with no passports. I got the people who are entrepreneurs. I got people with LLCs. It's just wonderful. Cause
look,
I'm trying to
Mo,
wear that purple dress. I know he keep
Mo,
telling me
you
he ain't.
gotta understand something.
I know. I know.
If you interrupt my peace, I'm at peace. And my peace is more valuable than anything on this earth to me.
Well, see, I wish more people understood that. I really did. I really
And
do.
so for me, if you interrupt my peace, and unfortunately, this is one of the times where I will admit my zodiac sign is dead on accurate because my
What's so?
feelings are like a light switch. Either they on or they off. It ain't no in between. And right now they off.
And just in case y'all don't know, it is Aquarius season. It is definitely
Oh,
Aquarius season, and you got
and
two
so
Aquariuses on. So yeah,
that's so funny because I was like, so what was that? Okay, Aquarius. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like my feelings get turned and see, I can operate out of pure logic and no
Mhm.
feelings involved. Everybody can't do that.
that's
And me
true.
being able to do that irritates a lot of people. It irritates a lot. No feelings involved. This is pure logic and reason. But last time I checked, logic and reason pays bills. Feelings don't.
All right, Kanisha. She says, I'm not saying that we women don't understand, but at the same time, we have to. I'm saying, I'm assuming she was saying we have to know what they go through. A woman's first love on outlook on her husband should be an example of her father, the same as a man should be like some of his mother. If a woman can't be a man's peace, she will become his headache. I should know I was both. Wow. Wow.
So that's called growth.
That's
Yeah.
called growth,
That's
evolving.
called growth.
Yeah.
And the problem is that some females can't make that transition of being women because they're not willing to grow. And growth requires leaving a part of you in the past.
And I like that, and I think that ties into uh sex versus being intimate. I think that ties in.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that communication piece, like you said, some people speak to be heard and don't listen. And that's a that's a learned expectation or experience. But you know what, a lot of people are coming from deficits. A lot of people are trying to get in relationships to make themselves whole, and you can't do that. A lot of
Mm-mm.
people are coming from a place where they have no idea. It's like if you're going out to a restaurant with someone and they don't know, and they grew up and didn't know which fork to use. I mean, and one of the best pieces of advice I got when I was sixth, seventh grade, eighth grade, seventh grade, and I was like, I didn't know which fork to use. And my friend said, she was sitting next to me, she said, use the fork that the host use. I said, what? And everybody on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you're not trying to one up anybody in a relationship, right? What you are is someone who understands that they come with who they are to the table. And what you got to do is accept that. You can always improve upon that, but you got to accept where they're coming from. And if, like you said, it messes up your peace, then don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
And this
But you
is what
also got
gets
to be out there.
this is what gets a lot of females.
Hmm.
You don't meet the qualifications of the man you want.
Well, you know what? Because they're watching too much TV and they're on it. Now, Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace. I feel I felt was really getting to the crux of the matter. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, go ahead, get me wrong. Um, my brother will take my advice about dating. And what happens is I have to meet the person he's trying to date or was gonna date. And I'll say no.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that I've said no, I've been right. And I'm talking about the last 30 years.
And see, this is
No.
this is what some females don't understand.
Hmm.
That women in your life, they can filter through the nonsense that y'all, the smoke screen that y'all put up for us. So
Yeah,
if you, for me, if my sisters don't like you, it's a done deal.
right. And but you know what? I don't want women to think, and this is what they do, and this is I hate this for them. I don't want women to think because a particular guy doesn't like them, then they're not enough. It's just that guy doesn't like them. Let me tell you, I love, wait a minute, shrimp, clams, crab. I don't like crawfish. I ain't gonna eat it. If it's in the boil, guess what? It's somebody else can have it. I'm not sucking the head. I'm not big. They look like big roaches. I'm not gonna eat it. That's okay. That's okay. But it's just I'm not saying I don't like seafood. It's just that particular seafood. And just because a particular guy doesn't like me doesn't mean that I'm not a likable person. And I
Mhm.
and women will not get to that, and women will hang on, and women will run after men, and it's too much. It's too
Look
much.
here,
Stop wasting your time.
look, I'm gonna tell you like this. For all the females out there struggling with rejection, think about how many dudes you reject.
Wait. Don't even go there. Let's keep this on the positive and be nice.
No,
For
what I'm
all the
saying is,
I
no,
know.
Mo, this
I
is what
know.
I'm saying.
I know.
Is
Yeah.
you have dealt out rejection and you can't take it. You need to learn how to process it, just like the guys you rejected and the guys you still reject. You expect them to take it and move on with their life. You can dish it out, but you can't take it. That is a flaw on your part that you need to learn how to deal with rejection because you're not somebody's preference. They are not the problem. You
Right.
are not the problem.
Right.
In
It's
this
just not the
situation, it's
preference.
just that like Mo said, if Mo don't like crawfish, you can't force feed her crawfish.
Right.
It ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
So stop trying to do it. It's not gonna
Just
work.
just give me extra clams and extra corn. But let me tell you what I do. What's really funny. And Miss Montgomery, this is what I had to learn. So this is the type of man I used to want. Reggie, I used to want a man who was breathing on his own and who didn't live with his mama. You talking about a bar low? Just breathing on his own and dealing with his mama because I had such a bad, just I was like, whoa, just don't live with your mama because I dated men who dated their mothers, and that's a whole nother show. But Miss McGurman, when I got specific, when I said I want a man who can read, I want a man who has books on his bookshelf, I want a man who has a bookshelf, I want a man who understands subject verb agreement and syntax errors because I, even though you come with certain emotional situations, I don't need no one anybody with intellectual defaults or
Mm,
defects. I don't
mm,
I don't need that because I'm not here. Look, let me tell you why I'm here on this earth to make it better. I am not Captain Save-A-Ho. I am not going around and trying to make you feel better about yourself. I am here to make this world better. Now, we can make it better together, or I can make it better by myself, but I'm not here to uplift and even to a certain extent be your cheerleader every day. I'm only your cheerleader when you are needed, when
mm-hmm.
it is warranted in a particular situation and we're in a relationship. And so many times women do not understand that they have to know what they want. And you just can't take anything because if you take anything, anything comes your way. And then when men smell your desperation, and they
It's
can
a turn
smell
off.
it, it is a turnoff. And you can smell desperate women in a club. It's the women who are smiling with the boobs out and a short dress and trying to get everyone's attention. I can tell you right then, men only want to bed that type. And quality women are not gonna be at the bottle, a bottle girl. And don't tell me about exceptions to every rule. There are, you know.
Yeah.
But look, women, if you really want a man, get yourself straight. If you really want a real relationship, get yourself straight. And how do you get yourself straight? You get your money straight. Men can tell if you have a man, not just a piece of a side man, a man by how your car looks. If your car is nasty and dirty, they know you don't have a man. Am I right, Reggie?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So Mo, real quick, I want to address the comments real quick, Mo. Kanisha, she says, in a marriage, it's a teaching tool. Some can be taught. I'm assuming, but some cannot. But I have learned not to change a person when you knew what you were getting into in the beginning. Change causes challenges, and challenges causes change. We have to be willing to change with those challenges. And then
And
she says, it's not rejection, it's protection. We have to understand, don't settle for something that God did not design you for.
Right.
here's the thing. And Kanisha, I follow your thought process.
Yes. Yeah, I like that.
I do. Um, However, from a male perspective, when we talk about females not getting the man they want because they don't qualify, sweetie, that is rejection. And you're not used to it. I understand your point, but what I need you to remember is we're giving this from the male perspective.
Yeah.
And your choice of words,
Hey,
I
Mama,
agree with. So don't think I'm not in agreement with you. But from a male perspective, when we talk about, you talk about rejection versus protection, that rejection and getting told no, that is rejection when you get told no. And from a male perspective, when females disregards you, give you that, and I dare you talk to me, And oh my God, I can't believe you even tried. When the roles are flipped, you all don't know how to process that.
Granted, that's true. But Reggie, the reason they don't know how to process it, the reason they feel pain from the rejection, the reason they don't understand the difference between protection and rejection is because they're working at a deficit. I mean, I'm an exception. I had a father who was exceptional, but I also have a brother who's amazing, and I got a husband who's Job. So I hit the jackpot.
Yep.
I hit the jackpot. So, but I didn't come from a place of deficit. When I walk in a room, I'm like, you might not choose me, but that's only because I don't want you. My
Mm-hmm.
mindset is a little different. My mindset,
Dude,
I,
dude.
yeah,
And again, I follow the logic from both sides, and I
yeah,
follow the logic. But again, this is what we have to remember: from the male perspective, it's real simplified, right? And that's what
right.
you got to remember. It's not so convoluted. It's very straight, direct, and to the point. So where the nuances may be there for a male, it falls under the umbrella. This is what I'm gonna say. Um, Rose, pink, fuchsia. For men, that falls under the umbrella of pink. And I need y'all ladies. This is what I need. That's the way I can explain it, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
from a female perspective, you have those little nuances and they're different, and it's valid. But from the male perspective, that's pink. Done.
So this is what I'm hearing because you stated this earlier. You stated in the show before. Men, and I'm not trying to simplify it, but let me tell you what I'm thinking. Men are simple. They're not complicated. They want a woman who can stand by them. They want a woman who's confident. And they want a woman, not who's a cheerleader, but who's confident and can handle her own. So that's why it doesn't really matter if a woman has children or not, and she can still get in a relationship. And
Mhm.
that's why it doesn't matter if a woman is a size 20 or 22 and men
Mhm.
still flock to her. Because when it's all said and done, I'm not sure, but I don't mean to demean men, but y'all simple. This is what y'all want. Y'all want a quiet house, y'all want a clean house, and y'all want food in the house.
And
That's
what
it.
else, Mo? What else? You leaving off one important thing. What
Leave
else?
that alone, Q.
And we're not going to talk about the intimacy factor because that's going to be on the next show when we discuss the difference between what men really want. What's the difference between intimacy and sex?
So, Mo, but real quick, I know we were supposed to have our guests on this morning. What did you have planned for us this morning? Since our guests are not here, what
Okay.
did you have planned for us?
So okay, so these two guests, which are going to come next week because, they got schedule conflicts. These are the questions I was going to ask them. And then I can ask the viewers because this is a major point of contention. Black men who date outside of their race. Hold on. Solely outside of their race.
Mm.
Not the ones who, oh, I met Becky and we work together and we have a lot in common. No, the ones who go find a Becky because in some people's vernacular, they want to have children with light skin and long hair. I've heard it over the years. I don't understand it. I don't and we were going to talk about that aspect because they both have relationships like that, or had relationships like that. And then we were going to talk about really what men wanted as a person, the eyelashes. What do you want? Do you want the eyelashes? Do you want the tight dresses? Do you want the BBLs? What do you want? Do you want
Mm.
the fake long nails? What do you want? Do we have to have a career or a job? What do you want? And there were four questions because a lot of women are writing in and there's saying, you know what, I can't find a good man because blah 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 blah. And we're not saying you're not a good woman. We're trying to figure out what do these men want. And these are two different perspectives. One's in Florida, one's in Texas. One, like I said, he's got children by a woman who is not black. Another one has is always attracted to women who are of a lighter hue of black. And if that is a major component, because if it is, women like my skin color and darker, we just gonna be like, okay, peace out. But there we have options, and we're gonna invite a white guy and ask him who only dates black women.
Oh,
And Gary Owens. I call him Gary Owens. But we need to know as black women not what our options are, but what our strengths are. And that's what I was going to get to.
and so with that being said, Mo, I need the females out there to understand that just like you have your preferences, men we
Yeah.
have our preferences, but most of the time, our preferences, what really makes us and gets us to be in a relationship with a woman, usually has nothing to do with our physical. Now we may bed you, that's a different thing. But to be in a relationship with you, it's usually nothing physical.
Okay.
It's usually nothing physical because, and Q can attest to this, right? And I've told this over the years. Some people will see me with a female that I'm dating and think, oh, that's what you like because I've seen you with this type of woman before. But Q is a great reference when I say this, is that I do not have a skin tone preference. I do not have a height or weight preference. I do not have a, as far as physical features goes, there's there's not. They've all been beautiful in their own right, but intellectually, that's the marker. We've
Well,
had intellectually stimulating conversations, and that's the thing that really, for me, and I can only speak for me. If I can't have an intellectual conversation with you, then I'm not going to be attracted to you. You could be the most beautiful woman in the world. Like I told you, I met Kelly and Beyonce in person in college. And this is when their careers were first starting to bloom. I talked to both of them. Some people had their preference, but to me, the conversation with Kelly, Beyonce will never be able to. I wouldn't even look Beyonce's way because of the conversation I had with Kelly.
Mo, you
And
know
me,
what? Oh
mhm.
no, go ahead, Reggie. No, I was just gonna jump in. Go ahead, Reggie. Go
no,
ahead.
no, that's it. That's all I had to say. That was it.
Mo. I'm gonna say this. And Reggie, Reggie's definitely right. Reggie really doesn't have a type. I mean, Reggie and I, with what we say, Reggie, we ain't best friends, but we close enough. You know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
thing is that I have witnessed the different types. But let me tell you more honestly, like for me, which I don't understand, I attract lighter women more so than I do my chocolate sisters. Now I
Well,
don't,
well,
huh?
really, 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 really. You
That's just the
you
truth. No, no,
you
no. That's
just
just the
date
truth.
anybody with two legs.
No, no,
That's
no. No, Mo. But seriously, Mo. Like for real, that's the truth. Like it's more light skin that come my way, and like I said, and it's okay with me because I had some chocolate last night, but that's beside the point. The thing is that I don't have a specific type when it comes to the physical thing, as long as you don't walk around saying stuff like this. Well, ma'am, what kind of man you look for? I want him to be tall, dark, and handsome. That's the first thing that come out women's mouth, Mo. You want to know
okay.
why? Because that's what y'all do. Y'all get y'all behinds in front of the damn TV, watch Dynasty. You'll watch all these different things and you put and project in your mind and your imagination on what a man in a relationship should look like, and you project that into real life, and that shit ain't the truth. When,
Well,
Um,
that's true,
Q.
but Let me tell you why you attract light skinned
Oh, and
women.
my bad. Dynasties for all white people. I'm so sorry, except Dominique Devereaux. My bad. Sorry
Baby,
about that.
baby, when Diane Carroll when Diane Carroll walked into that hotel and she said, I ordered 2 rooms. She said, I don't sleep in my clothes, nor do I sleep with my
With them,
clothes.
that's what she said.
Oh, oh, Diane Carroll, may you rest in peace. Always my oh.
Q,
Okay.
yeah. Q, I have to call you out on something.
Oh God,
Physically, you do have a type.
you think so?
Yes, I know so. You do have a type physically. I'm not gonna put you on blast, but I need you to think about the chicks that you've had serious relationships with. That's what I'm getting at. The chicks you've had serious relationships with. You do have a type. If you confine it to serious relationships, you do have a type. Now think about it and tell me if I'm wrong.
You
I'm gonna have to ask my mama.
you just want the one, like I said. Uh,
Miss Montgomery, what you say? I've heard the angry black woman story a million times. That's just not true for all black women.
True.
well,
Hey,
you
Hey,
G,
know
good
what, Miss
morning.
Montgomery? Good morning, Miss Howard. You know what it is? It has to do so America, I'm gonna say that. America doesn't understand passion.
mhm.
America doesn't understand passion from black women. When we're passionate, we're animated, we're excited, and if we're happy, we're excited. If we're angry, we're excited. But people always say, "Well, you're an angry black woman." No, a black woman is passionate that wants to give you my 100%.
Oh hell. Oh hell. I just need, you know,
That's good.
Mo.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me? If I converse with you, if I dialogue with you, that's good. I'm not an angry black woman. I'm passionate. But I'm telling you, when I shut down, that's all I got to say.
Well, Mo, it would have been wonderful if we heard everything you said. It would have been wonderful. But can you repeat just the last little part that you said, please? Because you cut
Just
out.
what we're trying to say is the passion comes across as angry to those people who are not in our community. When you are in our community, or when you try to study our culture, but you won't do it now because you're trying to omit DEI, I'm going to leave that alone for a different day. When you care to see who we are or know who we are, then that's okay. However, I just want you to know that it's passion, it's not angry. And that's what the other races don't understand. They don't understand that when we're together, we get excited, we're passionate, we're happy. But I'm going to tell you a secret. What you want to do is listen to what black women are not saying.
Mm, mm, mm,
You need the bell for that, Mo. You
mm,
really need the bell for that.
mm.
Because I'm going to let y'all know this. This is a side conversation. Y'all are running around posting all this stuff, and then Snoop is doing what he doing, and then other folk are doing what they doing, and we're sitting in Skechers back.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're sitting in Skechers back. I Target just asked me to do a survey. They got all ones because I couldn't give them zeros, and then they want to know why. I said because of DEI. Now I got to go take all this laundry detergent and stuff back to Target.
Mm.
So I don't
Wow.
have to post that. I'm just saying you listen to what black women are not saying. And I'm gonna tell you in 28 more days, we're gonna have a list. And then you'll see that black women are more than being angry. We don't have to be angry and upset. We're not gonna hold hands. We're not gonna say we shall overcome. Y'all kept coming for Michelle and y'all kept calling her a man because she's not shaped like a 13-year-old boy. And I'm gonna tell you, your feelings getting ready to get hurt because we by tide, y'all by gain. We prop up the community. Y'all don't. Y'all run behind. See, y'all run behind your men. We running in front of your men running after us. But I'm gonna leave that alone. It's for another day. You know my sugar low. I gave up sweet tea. So say what you want to say.
Go
All right.
ahead, go ahead, Richard. What you got?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, we're gonna bring the show to a wrap, man. Because it's been a really good show, but at the end of the day, I think we need to remind people that we're here to help. So if you're offended by our delivery, let's put that to the side and focus on what was actually said and listen for understanding. Because if you get in your feelings about how a message is delivered and you focus more on the messenger, you're gonna miss the message. You're gonna miss
Okay,
the message. You're gonna miss the
okay.
message.
Kanisha, let me read your comments, sis. Hold on. I'm gonna
Oh,
put
I
my
like
face.
this.
I'm gonna
It
put my
says,
face. Go
I'll
ahead,
read
mom.
it to you.
Thanks.
When Kanisha said, when you shut down, that means you are tired. But to a man, a black man, they have more things on them to understand. They have to go and get a job, get a job, maintain that job, pay bills. Then at the same time, the pressure of other lives beside their own. And when they look for a helpmate to share that load, not to take over, but to help. Now that's true. And that's what men are looking for, a helpmate. And that's what the Bible says.
Mm.
And then you have to understand that's why you have to have a quiet, clean house. Because when he comes from that world, when he leaves that world and he drives in that driveway or that garage and he walks in that house, he doesn't need to have another fight. He doesn't need to have another problem. He needs to be a problem-free zone. Just like y'all have phone-free zones when y'all go out to eat. Problem-free zone. That's that's
Now,
that's 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 good.
what I find interesting, Mo,
Yeah.
is that you repeated what Q and I said when you weren't even on the show.
See?
That's how
Full
you know
circle.
it's true. If
Confirmation.
all three
Yeah.
of us are in agreement, if all three of us are in agreement,
It's kind of
um,
scary. It's kind of
that
scary.
that's something to take note of.
That's
That
scary.
is something to take note of when all
Because
three
Q
of
was
us are in
always
agreement.
wrong. Well, because Q was always wrong.
All right, y'all. With that being said, hey Mo, we're gonna give the encouraging words. We're gonna wrap up for the day. So go ahead and get started, Mo. Gonna give us your encouraging words for the day.
You got to understand that you are enough for anyone, a man, a woman, a child, or family. You are enough because you're who you are.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. And with respect to me, your journey is only a race to be better than the person you were tomorrow. Stop comparing
Oh,
yourself to everybody else.
I
Your
like that.
race is your own. Your race does not compare you to anybody else. Stop comparing yourself to anybody but who you were yesterday.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You on mute, Q. We can't hear you.
Oh, y'all. Good morning. Sorry about that. I had to get ready. We're gonna go bury my uncle this morning. So, y'all keep my family lifted in your prayers. Lord have mercy. Y'all know I don't like funerals. So if I had to give y'all any kind of advice, and I know, and some encouraging words on today, do me a favor. I want you to get to the point where you finally get up and do something about your future instead of complaining about it. Get up and finally do something for your future instead of complaining about it. Because at the end of the day, your complaints is nothing but dead weight when you're not putting no action to it.
Yep.
Oh,
Mm.
That's all it
okay.
is. It's just dead weight. You stressing yourself out for no reason because you're too afraid to make the steps to have the great and the fullness thereof in your own life. When we all can have it. When we
That's
all
true.
can have it. All right, y'all. This has been the show. Mo, Reggie, y'all have a good day. While somebody is not on the nanatorium, but they listen to waves and shit crashing against a Mo right in front of the front door on the porch. On the porch.
No
Yeah.
worries. Don't worry. He gonna be upset when the whole family come up there be knocking on the door. I'm gonna have a chocolate drop knocking because he gonna open the door for her.
Yeah, he opened the door for her.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he won't open it for me, but I'll be like, all right, we ready. And then hey, Q, I'm already have on my one piece swimsuit with my flip flops and my towel. Talking about, okay, there go the luggage. I'm going out to the beach.
Exactly. And then Mo walk 5 steps and you at the beach.
Yeah, yeah, right there, right there. Yeah.
That's it.
All
Mm-mm.
right,
Uh,
y'all.
All
I'm
right,
done
y'all.
with
Let me get this video ready for y'all real quick. Thank y'all so much for your comments. Thank you so much, YouTube, Facebook, and all that good stuff. We appreciate you. We're gonna see y'all again on the flip side. Y'all have a good rest of your Saturday. All right, where's my damn video? All right then. Peace.
you cussed again. Ooh.